Okay, day 97. So I realize I start these all the same way every time, but I'll get better, I guess, over time. But the thing that caught my attention yesterday, and I guess I have a couple of things I want to share, but this. So I know he only, like, so Mr. Beast is like the greatest content creator of all time, probably. And I know he only puts out content in order to get people to view and talk about him or whatever. So I know I'm feeding into the machine right now, and I feel stupid about that. But I'll say this. Look at this. Look how many subscribers he had for 4 years. I know that this is probably played up a little bit. I, you know, I'm sure there's a lot in there that's not talked about, but I'm sure this has gone through 7 different layers of marketing executives to make sure that this tweet is correct and there's still a typo in it. But I think this is exactly my point of what I'm trying to do here, which is, maybe this is breaking what I'm trying to do. Actually, this is actually an interesting point. So, Mr. Beast posted, I think something like 100 videos a year for the first 3 or 4 years of his career as a YouTuber, and he shows here that it took him, 4 years or whatever to really get anywhere with it. And then really around age, well, it looks like 18, 19, he like really started understanding what to do. And it's funny because there's a YC quote, Mike Sable quote that says, if you want to be a big company, don't copy big companies. Copy what the big companies were like when they were little. And I took that quote and I tried to apply it somewhere else in my life. So a second, I guess, sidebar is in college, what they would always do to you, which is, I guess, good. I hate it now, and I hated it then. But in college, they would teach you A, and they would teach you B, and then on the final exam, you'd have to figure out how to convert A into B or B into A or use them both simultaneously. And this happened a lot in engineering and physics and everything. And I'd always do so bad on these final exams because I memorized and understood A, and I memorized and understood B, and then we would combine them on the test. We wouldn't combine them in the homework. I wouldn't know how to combine them. So, like, for instance, they would teach you like part of the physics in A, like part of the physics over here and using these examples, and part of the physics using these examples. And then on the test, you had to go, oh, well, I know that part and I know that part. I'll use this equation to get that number, and I'll use that number to get used in this equation, and then I'll put it all together. My whole point is I did really bad on those tests because I'm really good at following instructions, but I don't like when there's no clarity of communication that is the requirement, which is to combine stuff. And so, if anything, me getting my head beaten in on these final exams in college has taught me, I don't know, that is what the world is you take something from one side of your life and you apply it to another side of your life. And so the Mike Seibel quote, which is, if you want to be a big company, don't act like a big company. Don't pretend you are one, or don't copy them. Copy what the big company was like when they were small. And I'm kind of applying that exact same thing to this logic, which is Mr. Beast. So I can probably break down everything Mr. Beast does right now and copy it. And I'm not sure I even want to do that. But I thought the more fun example, or the more fun learning for me, would be to actually, so I watched like probably 50 Mr. Beast videos from when he was first starting out. And they were all like 2 minutes, and he's always playing video games during them, or he's showing people playing video games during them. And he's struggling. He's not articulate. He's not, he doesn't have a ton of like content. He doesn't have a lot of messages to show. And he might have spent hours on this 2-minute video. He might have spent days on this 2-minute video that I think we would all agree is like mostly shit, mostly crap, and has a lot to improve on. I'll just say that. I mean, I'm not gonna I'm not going to say he's bad because clearly he figured it out. But the point I'm trying to make is, with all the side stories, is, and I saw another quote about the same thing today that caught my eye from Steve Jobs, which is like the number one thing every startup needs is to persevere. That's all they need, is to keep going, and then they'll get there eventually. They'll get somewhere. And so I'm really trying to hold on to that because I'm having a lot of anxiety lately about where we're going and if it's the right thing. And we're not even like years into this. We're only, I think, like 4 or 5 months into this. So we're finally going to pitch to an investor group in a month. And I'm just really trying to calibrate my brain to accept the fact that I am not allowed to quit, that there's no way out of this that involves me quitting that is possible, that is going to happen. Like, I don't know what else to say other than that's what is going to happen. I have no choice. I've picked Sean. I'm going to follow Sean into the wilderness, and we're going to go attack this until one of us dies. I just think that is the only message I'm allowed to have in my brain to make this work, and I need that. That's how it has to be, or else it's not going to work. I need to persevere. There's no other way. There's no easy way. Like, for years, for how many years? 6, 7, 8 years, 9 years, Mr. Beast, the best of all time, was average, like, or below average. It's kind of crazy. And I really tried to follow the Sable knowledge and watch as many crappy YouTubes from Mr. Beast that I could of him, like, sitting in his room, his childhood bedroom, like, just saying dumb stuff. Like, that's where he started, and it's just such a, like, and he leaves them up. I'm sure he could easily take them down, but it's crazy, like, it's compounding. You're compounding what you're capable of. You're compounding everyone watching. You're compounding, like, how good you're getting, and also the amount of time passing of that goodness. So it's multiplying. It's doubling. It's not doubling. It's to the second power. It's like, it's multiplying by itself, multiplying times itself. Your goodness times how much time has passed that goodness has been in the world, and that's why I think these people become billionaires, is because they get really good, and they've also been doing it for 15 years, and being really good for 10 years or whatever you want to say. I mean, I would argue he's been really good for 8 or 9 years. It's been exponential. He would crack the code after 5 years. I'm on day 97. That's me. I'm not on year 3 or 4. I'm not getting traction. It's not. I'm not worried about it because I'm not really trying to. I guess I think I want to help people. I know I want to help people. I don't know how. So I'm just putting myself out there to help people, and mostly myself, though, is what I'm trying to do. So if you see, I already broke my new habit I wanted to start, which is to post on Twitter about my company. I thought about it several times yesterday. I couldn't decide what to post because I was uncomfortable that driving any amount of traffic to my website is a bad idea for some reason. And I really need to break through that barrier and understand what I'm really even afraid of, because I'm going to work on adding a bunch of, like, analytics to it, because I somehow think that I need those in order to, or before I drive traffic to me. But I don't have a real answer as to what that means or is, or what benefit I'll get out of that. And this is the hard part, right? Which is talking it through with you, is saying, I don't know. I don't know what I think is going to happen if 20 people check out my website because I posted about it. What do I think is going to happen? Am I scared of being good? Am I scared of being bad? You know, like what am I afraid of? I think I'm afraid of not knowing what to post, but I think I'm more afraid of success than failure, honestly. And this has been a theme for me for a long time now, is like, I feel like I do the homework. I feel like I work really hard to learn everything there is to know about that thing. And then I get stuck on the doing. I get stuck on the executing. And that's the whole point of this, is to stop screwing up the executing part. And, I previously quit posting about my other company that I was trying to do, Copilot University, after 12 days. I made it 12 days of really, really boring, crappy posting on Facebook for 11 out of 12 days. And then the 13th day, I quit. And for some reason, it's happening again. I haven't figured out why it happens. But it's happening. I'm not scared of putting myself out there, I guess, because I'm currently doing that. I guess I'm scared of putting myself out there in something I'm trying to be good at. Like, I think I actively know that this is bad, but I don't care because I know it's bad and I'm not going to put more effort into it to make it better. But I know I've been putting a lot of effort into pad stats, and I know I'm going to be pretty upset if it is pretty bad. But I also know it's not that bad. I know it's like pretty good actually. And it's only going to get better. I know that. So I think in some ways I'm afraid of the criticism if and when I am successful. I think I haven't gotten over that hump. Like I've thought about this. Like I'm pretty complacent posting these videos every day. At this point, I kind of don't really care anymore. It doesn't really bother me. Like if somebody watches these, like if somebody I know watches them and thinks they're stupid or makes fun of me for them, I think I've gotten over that hump at this point. But I don't think I've gotten over the hump of like, if 1,000 people watch this video and 2 of them hate it, like, I don't know. Like I haven't really reconciled the idea that like, if people actually start getting something out of this, or that anyone stumbles upon this, and well, I think it's like the world ganging up on you kind of thing. It's like if the whole world decides this is stupid and I'm stupid, I think that's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of the whole world agreeing that I'm stupid. Which, so you could argue is pretty unlikely, but it's my fear. It's my real fear. I'm being honest. That's my real fear, is that the whole world will assume I'm stupid, or I'll talk about how stupid I am or something. I don't know. It's very odd, because I could be putting more effort in, but not putting effort in makes me feel like I'm allowed to suck, But I know I have to kind of put some effort into these posts so that they represent my company decently. And I think I just got to keep going back to this, and this is why I really tried to like really dive into it. And, really, I really tried to watch like 50 or 60 videos because I really wanted to like really nail into my head that if the first 10 people don't like something, it doesn't matter. It's about growing. It's not about winning. I like that. It's about growing. It's not about winning. I need to keep growing. I am not going to win for quite a while. I'm going to lose a lot. I'm going to have a lot of people not care, and a lot of people think it's stupid, whatever I'm doing, anything. And I need to take some feedback, but keep growing. That's hard. But I kind of like that. I'm working my way through it, and feeling better about that idea. I can never decide if I should be posting solutions or problems on here. And it's hard because the problems, I don't know the answer when I start them, right? I don't know what I'm going to end up saying or thinking when I'm in the middle of working through it myself. But I guess I've built up such a good muscle in therapy to like be able to like kind of work through what I'm thinking. And like, usually I create a rule or something to like keep my brain moving so I don't kind of get into a negative circle about the situation. And I don't know. I guess I think I feel like all around me, everywhere, all the time, everyone's always posting the solution. You want this? This is how you do it. You need this, you get that. Look at this video, you'll learn how to do that. And I just feel like there's a big gap missing, which is like, how do I actually get through something or figure something out when I don't know what I'm understanding or what I'm thinking or what I'm feeling? How do I figure out what I'm feeling? And I don't know, maybe I need to dive deeper into that because I don't think that's a good tool that a lot of people have. I think it's a tool that I've built up pretty well because it's just like I've been working on it for 10 years, Maybe that's my 10 years. I don't know. Maybe that'll be helpful to somebody, but like I'll say this though, it's embarrassing to post problems and not solutions because solutions are easy. Like if this, then that, like you just get whatever you want out of the video, but I don't think it actually helps you learn anything about how to solve the next one or like how to work through something that is personal to you. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe that's not helpful, but it's helpful to me. So maybe it's helpful to you one day, but maybe AI will just solve it all. But I definitely woke up this morning saying, F this. I don't want to post on Twitter today. Also, I still don't know what I want to post. I still don't have all my event. I still don't have all the reasons why, blah, 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 all the reasons why. I did this with the other thing too. I did this with Copilot University where it's like I needed the website built perfectly. I needed my email address perfectly. I needed my social medias all set up all perfectly. And then I need my cameras. I need my videos. I needed all these things set up perfectly. And after like a couple of weeks of working on it, having it all set up perfectly, I like had no excuse at all. And that's when I started trying this version of it. And, it got me posting, I guess, but I still quit after 12 days. So I think I just gotta remember I'm just so small, there are two types of people on Earth. People that when you remember that you're a speck of dust floating around in space on this planet, that it makes you feel better, and some people makes you feel worse about your problem. it makes me feel better. So please use that as a tool if you need, if that helps you. If it doesn't, just ignore it and don't remember it at all. But anytime I'm getting overwhelmed with my problems or ideas or worries or thoughts, like I just like, and it doesn't work every time, and it's not my everyday problem solver tool, but I'm just floating around in space right now, like it's okay. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right, I'm definitely going to do it today. Screw it. What's the worst that can happen? What is the worst that could happen? Okay. Rant's over. Last thing I'll say really quick is I start hockey tonight, and I'm pretty excited. We haven't played since I think April, and I'm excited for a few reasons. Like one, it's kind of weird to think that the summer's already done. Like the summer's gone, because like that's usually when hockey ends. Is like you get a whole summer off, and so I guess that's kind of sad. I do like fall weather, October weather, because it's like when my birthday is. Like I like wearing hoodies, and it's kind of chilly, but not too cold, and it's gonna be nice to see all the hockey guys again and just get back into routines, and I'm excited to see if my body changes help. I've always been like pretty small, like when we're playing hockey, and not that I'm big now, but like, if I don't get bumped around too much, that'd be kind of nice. So I don't know, just new beginnings today. So, but I think that's all I can handle for today. I did my exercises already. I ate pretty well yesterday. Episode 97, pretty cool. I'm getting excited for number 100. I still haven't like decided if I'm going to do anything special. I probably wouldn't. I probably shouldn't. Like, I'm so boring when it comes down to it. I don't know. It's funny because most people post about all this stuff when they have 100 of anything, because they're trying to gain more traction. And I don't know. Like I keep reserving the right that one day I will want more traction. But I kind of like that this is like kind of my little secret, that it just helps me grow, and I don't need to shove it into the world for anyone else except me, And I think that's cool. I think that's unique, So I gotta post on Twitter. We gotta do it, okay? There's no other way. There's no other way to build a company, okay? You need to do uncomfortable things, do things you otherwise wouldn't want to do, and you need to grow. I need to grow to make this company better, period. No other way around it. So we need to grow, we need to fail, we need to suck for a long time. And sucking a little or sucking a lot, it doesn't matter. There's no way to get better other than sucking. And no one cares. No one cares whatever I post. No one cares. No one cares. So I just gotta start. Okay. I feel better. I feel better than when I started this. So that's good. All right. Well, I feel better wrapping this up because I feel like I like this one a lot. I feel probably this is probably one of the more uncomfortable ones that I feel uncomfortable posting about, because I feel like I was very vulnerable during it, and that scares me. But what else can you do, right? I guess there's a rule, which is the more vulnerable you are, the more people find positivity in it. And I have to trust that rule. That's what this is built on, is that being vulnerable is a net positive to the universe. And I think this is one of the more uncomfortable ones for me to post, because I feel like but we're here, just on a rock in space. So I guess I'll get back to work. I hope I didn't mumble so much today. Okay, and I'm still working on that. I did my little exercises, but I know I have a lot to go with that. And I think it's something to do with, like, I have TMJ. My jaw, like, unlocks. I have to wear special mouth guards at night and everything. And I'm wondering if that's, like, causing that. So I'm sure I'll do some research. Have a good day. See ya.